We
we
saw
got
the
little-
Logans.
Yeah. Oh man,
It's,
5 out of 5. I'm just gonna. I want to rate it immediately.
It's beautiful.
It will burn your butthole with sadness.
It's a beautiful. Yeah, I was teared up.
I was tearing up. I didn't cry, but I felt the tears.
Towards the end, I was. You know what? You know me. I always have these thoughts, and I was just thinking about immortality. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what. This is what really hit me. When I was watching this movie, I was thinking during a certain part, watching him. Because what was so heartbreaking is watching him old, watching him lumber around.
Oh, it's just like from the beginning, him limping.
Yeah, you know, and I was just like, wow. He's a good actor. He's just old.
he's doing a damn good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's because he's old, because he plays another part in it. And that's freaking spry.
Yeah.
And then even the last action scene, super spry there. I don't know.
But still, he was there for that character. But then his worn down character was just. It's just hard to watch. It was hard to watch. It really was.
It's watching you're watching a character who's been in 8 previous movies. There
you go.
Or well, not 8.
Was it 5?
No, he was in.
No, he's
in First Class.
He's in all of them. It's 8.
All of them. Oh yeah, he was in. Yeah, he was in Apocalypse.
Shit.
Yeah, he was in 8 previous movies. You're seeing a character you've grown to love and cherish through 8 movies, and you see him like this. It's like seeing your grandpa, who you looked up as a kid, seeing him in his deathbed, decrepit, watching Fox News and spouting out racism.
Yeah,
it's sad.
It was beautiful. It was something very poetic about it. It's something Shakespearean, in my opinion. There was something very tragic, where this guy is just like, he's like doomed with their mortality. And the thing is, he can live, and he found something to live for. He's always kind of had something to live for. He always finds something to live for. Yeah. Even in the comic books, where he had a wife, and then what happens to that wife? She dies. And so he says in the thing, he's like, everything basically got touched dies.
Everything I love dies.
Yeah, and it's like, and so you got to think about that in the context of with him and this new little addition that he finds out his daughter, Laura, X-23, where he sees a glimmer there where he's like, oh man, I want to do right by this child. But yet he can't, because even if he lived, there will always be someone after him, because even then when he kills, because after it was Apocalypse, when they're all rushing out of the facility where he was created, remember that? And then they run into him, and he's like, "Arr," and she sees Jean Grey, and she kind of like
she calms him down with
some mind thing. He's like, what the hell? He doesn't slash her, but he killed. That was some reference where they kind of tied in, where he killed that dude's dad.
Yeah, I was about to say, because they retconned the whole, like, Apocalypse is the only one that's related to this one, technically.
Well, I was reading it. They said Days of Future Past and Apocalypse.
The end of, like, Days of Future Past, Apocalypse are the only ones that count for this movie.
They count for this movie.
Because everything else didn't. Oh, and First Class, technically. Okay, it's the new X-Men trilogy, and none of the others matter at this point. So,
and in that correlation though, Westchester, the school was demolished. Why would Xavier say that was his fault? Do you remember?
I don't know.
I don't either. I forgot to go watch it. I need to watch it, but he said it was his fault.
It wasn't his fault
in the movie. It wasn't his fault. They attacked him.
Yeah. Well, no, they're telling you with Westchester. It was It's something related to his seizures that he was having.
So you think about
this. This is future.
So he had to maybe kill a lot of freaking mutants.
It was people.
Or just people.
It could have just been people. Because he was part of... He was, as HSA said, his brain is a lethal weapon that can kill millions.
You can do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of this theory going on, but let's go back to the old Man Logan. It was depressing knowing that the man just couldn't live life. That's what I started feeling for him.
I was about to say, it's the dragging out of one's life that's been miserable to begin with.
Yeah, he couldn't be happy.
He's like over 150. He's almost 150 years old. Yeah. I think older almost. Yeah. 1886 was when he was born, I believe. To 2029, do the math. That's almost 150 years.
Yeah, and a lot of people see him just as being immortal.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about this, where they showcase like, no, he ages, you know? He might have mutant abilities, the ability to regenerate if he's harmed.
Heal and regenerate.
But yet... No, this is what was happening, though. And they referenced in the comic, is that the adamantium...
It's adamantium.
Adamantium, yeah.
It was two different things with Death of Wolverine.
Yes.
It's the adamantium poisoning.
They did that in the comic book. Yes.
All the blood that he's been getting and all the bacteria that he's getting from his claws and putting them back in.
His claws and putting them back in.
That shit can
affect his system.
Affect your system.
Yeah.
And Reed Richards and none of them can help him out.
Yeah, because over time it's just weakened his system.
Mm-hmm.
So he was able to last that long, but yet he didn't know what toll it was taking on his body and his what do you call that, immune system, which is like scientifically pretty awesome.
Yeah,
like he's just still a human, but he just has mutant ability, you know. So his just genes are mutated. So therefore, they just made him human, and that's what was good about it and beautiful about it, is that you didn't see him as this like Superman.
Yeah,
you can't see him as Superman, but yet in that one movie when Superman getting his ass kicked, I felt sorry for him. What was that movie? It was Superman 2.
It was
Zod in them when they were picking on him and it was tossing him around and stuff. Yep. As a kid, I felt bad. And did I start crying? I think I started crying because he was being bullied and he was just getting his ass whooped. And he was so sad because he couldn't do anything. He was so weak, so feeble, and I don't know. So it really just leads into this whole, the superhuman and the man and the myth, and they can die like the rest of us. And in this movie, they were able to showcase that, just one dying old man, and it was just
two dying old men.
Two dying. Oh man,
you can't forget about Charles Xavier on this one.
Xavier. Let me go back here and read that article. Damn it, where did it go? Did you read it?
Which article?
Okay, hold on.
I haven't read anything about the movie yet because I just watched it last night, so I haven't had any chances to read any articles or anything.
Okay.
Because I don't want spoilers before the movie, but then afterwards.
Yeah, this wasn't really a spoilers, but it adds to the story of Xavier for me.
Yeah, because I watched the 8:15 one last night.
Oh, did you?
So yeah, we were out at 11 almost.
Yeah, that's good because that's a long ass movie.
It was long, but it was good.
It's long, people.
I was about to say it kept my attention.
Yeah.
I have to say one thing though.
Uh-huh.
There was this dumbass bitch. I don't like saying this dumbass bitch thing. She would not stop laughing at the most inappropriate moments.
What's she laughing at?
Just stupid shit that wasn't funny. It was like sad stuff and shit like that. And I'm like, your mind has been warped by the Marvel Disney line that makes everything a fucking numbnut joke. Yeah. You need to get the fuck out of here. Oh, and she was cracking up way too fucking hard at the Deadpool beginning.
Oh, really?
It was funny, but it wasn't like I need to keep laughing really fucking loud.
Chuckling and shit.
Because it was funny for the first second when you got into the. Yeah. It's been released online. Everyone knows there's a Deadpool thing.
Yes.
Even it's been leaked and officially released. So go out and watch the Deadpool thing before I say anything. But he gets naked inside a telephone booth, and she was just cracking up way too fucking hard at that. It was funny for the first second, and then it's okay, it's going still. It's still kind of funny, but I don't need to be laughing like a fucking joke and laughing numbnuts here.
That's why I watched it by myself.
Well, I would love to have done that, but I had to work the morning.
But
I also expected it to be kind of empty because I went to the late XD show.
Oh,
it was late XD.
Damn,
it was
XD was full,
a couple 85? $100 in there.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
In the XD.
We
only have 300 seats in that bitch.
It was pretty damn full.
Really?
It was like 100 something or so. It was.
That's odd more for than a Sunday.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why I said I want to go Sunday evening because this is going to be the perfect time. Because I know when the theaters are supposed to be kind of empty.
Yeah, that is weird for a Sunday. Yeah. Well, good thing I wasn't there. Xavier, played by Patrick Stewart. Well, he announced that he's retiring from the character. Let me read this passage. To set the stage, this is the second public viewing of Logan in Berlin, Germany. Okay, and he watched it with because they were supposed to do a Q&A and stuff afterwards. It was Mangold, Jackman, and then Stewart. Okay, they're all watching this movie, right? Okay, a week ago, Friday night in Berlin, the three of us sat. watching the movie, said Stewart. And I was so moved by it, more moved than I had been the first time of seeing it. Maybe it was the company of these two guys, but the movie ended, and this is an admission. But at one point, Hugh reached out and took my hand in those last few minutes, and I saw him go, mimes, wiping a tear from his eye, like this. And then I realized that I just had done the same thing. Then the movie ended, and we were going to be taken up on stage, but not until the credits were over. So we had time to sit there, and as I sat there, I realized there will be never a better, more perfect, more sensitive, emotional, and beautiful way of saying bye to Xavier. He said some French term, but I don't want to repeat it because I don't know how to say it. To Charles Xavier than this movie. So I thought...
Was it au revoir?
Au revoir, yeah, au revoir.
You said it just right. You said it right.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
So I don't do it justice. My tongue does not do it.
He's British. He can't do it any better than you.
Yes, he can. He's an actor.
Au revoir.
Okay. And so, so I told Hugh that same evening, I'm done too. It's all over. I'm like, you know what? When you can watch something that good, which it is, people, once you see it, it's a good way for Xavier to go out. It's, you know, and then I hearken this back to that Ronin part when that Yoshida said it in the Wolverine. He was like, you know, you're when he was basically in what a context I was trying to relate to Wolverine is that this notion of dying has always kind of been on the table. And in that movie, they referenced it where Yoshida was trying to give him death. He had found a way to give him death with Venom, the girl, Viper. She was able to take away his powers when she put that venomous thing in his system. But it was a micro
transaction.
Microorganism, yeah, that she put inside of him. You know, remember he had to dig in and take out the damn heart, or no, take out the thing. But yet, the little girl Yukiro, she saw that in her vision that he took out his heart, but he actually took that thing off of his heart so that he could regenerate and have his powers back. But she made him weak, but he wanted his powers because he wanted to live forever because he's his torch. You know, and watch the damn movie. He saved him from Yagasaki. Yeah, he saved this kid, and he became rich, and now he wants his powers. He wants to be able to regenerate and live forever, but yet he wants to be able to give Wolverine the thing that he wants, the ability to just grow old and die. And you know, that's when he made that Ronin content. Like, you know, what are you gonna do? You just roam the earth? A wanderous, a Ronin, you know, with someone without a samurai. But if you think about it, he had a samurai, and it was always Xavier. Xavier took him in, tried to watch over and try to guide him. Wolverine went on his own path a few times.
I was about to say, there's no Wolverine movie without, you know, him going on his own.
Yeah, but thinking about Xavier as like that master that he wanted and he needed, or that father figure, if you want to say, was...
You know he's older than him.
Yeah. Huh?
That Wolverine's older than him.
Yeah. But yet, you know, he has the presence, you know, of that. As with the kid. Because he was a part of the school, basically. Wolverine. He had to go to school to how to learn how to be a real damn person because he was too much of an animal. As they would, you know, put him the Wolverine. That's why he wanted to renounce his name, because he didn't want to be that vicious person in that movie. But then later on in the movie, he says, no. He said, oh, you Logan. He's like, no. The Wolverine. He may say, I'm like, oh, that was so tacky. Because he calls him Logan. He's like, no,
How was I watching
the Wolverine.
That
And then he guts dude real quick.
I was watching something that like name dropped itself, and I was just like, oh my god, they name dropped it. Oh, the War of the Planet of the Apes trailer.
Oh,
and they're like, this will be a war to end the Planet of the Apes. I'm like, oh
no,
god,
no. He said, no, we have to win the war, or
this will be a Planet of the Apes.
A Planet of Apes.
I was just like, oh my god.
God damn it, really? Did y'all write that in there? You're going to take it out before the movie starts, right?
I'll rant about this another time, but I really don't like that series of movies. The new Planet of the Apes.
Oh, good lord. We're not going there. No, we're not going there.
We're not going there.
No.
I have my reasons, though.
No. We're not going primal right now.
But we are going primal because it's Wolverine.
Start getting mad. So, yeah, I harken that to And oh man, they got this scene where y'all know Xavier dies. Well, if you don't, then you know now, motherfucker.
I was about to say, hey, we said spoilers.
Spoilers, yes, but it's not gonna kill you. Well, Wolverine dies. It's like just read anything. The damn movie, Wolverine's gonna fucking die. Shit,
Honestly,
it's
I
all
didn't
about
think he was gonna die.
how he is. You didn't think he was?
Well, until it got to it.
Oh,
you know?
I was just waiting for them to do it. I wanted to know how they were gonna do it and how they were gonna make me feel when they did it.
Like, I thought he was gonna, like, what's it called? Like, have that healing shit with him and be okay. But no, as soon as I saw the empty jar, I'm like, oh,
no, I like when they said it. Like, even the kid, like, just take it easy on that, because once it's done, you're over. It's over. You won't have them anymore. Those effects wear off. I'm like, oh, but and that jar, what was that? That was in another movie where they had that serum. One of the other X-Men.
I don't
they
remember
had that
saying
serum.
it.
I
was supposed to say, I think you're thinking maybe something else.
It's possible.
There's so many different chemicals
Superman
and shit.
or some shit. I don't know. It's like kryptonite juice. But what else can we talk about that movie and spoil everything for people? No, not so much. What you can enjoy.
Well,
the violence.
Oh my god, there is violence galore.
Okay. Well, I wanted to ask you. Okay. The use of profanity.
Seemed a little excessive.
Okay. You did too. But on what side?
Like, what do you mean? Like,
just in general, or did one particular person just annoy you with their profanity?
No one in particular annoyed me with it. Like, I just thought it was like a little much. Like, they were trying to go with that.
They're trying to do too much,
But at the same time, I'm like, I don't mind Wolverine swearing. It's fine. For
I
him
don't
to
mind
swear.
Wolverine swearing.
Was it
I
Patrick
get you.
Stewart?
It was freaking Xavier.
It was funny when he swore.
It was funny, but
I thought it was.
I wanted one good one, maybe a couple, but then they just kept doing it.
Yeah.
But then I thought about. See, I had to go back to the other movies. When he went back to Days of Future Past and saw Xavier, then how reckless he was. Yeah. Even with his tongue, he was just like, he didn't give a shit. You could tell he was like a reckless kid, because even then they say back in the future he did something real. I mean, in the past when he was just growing up, he did something real stupid with his powers, and that he was just a reckless teen. He a lot of times he didn't want to acknowledge that he had the powers, and so he was reckless in that created the School of the Gifted. Well, that's the only reason why I accept. But after a while, he annoyed shit. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Patrick. He's an old man. But I'm like, okay, he's suffering from dementia. He's going.
I was supposed to say, he's old. He's grumpy,
and it's a different time. Yes, it's a different time. They've seen and been through so much that why not just fucking be frustrated and just
I
curse.
didn't really notice it too much with Patrick Stewart. Like,
really,
now that I think about it,
it did with me. I'm sorry, I don't know why. Wolverine almost fine.
Like, he was only swearing at Wolverine,
Yeah. But I didn't think it was placed well. I didn't want him to keep swearing at him, but he was too old manny in that sense, where I'm like, I'm just gonna curse the shit because I hate everything. God, shit, fuck, asshole, Wolverine.
No, it was not that excessive.
He's like fucking Red Fox. What if that was Xavier was Red Fox?
That'd be tight.
Wouldn't it?
What you talking about, Magneto? You ain't gonna come through here.
Doing his little head
Get your fucking helmet off.
Cerebro.
Wait. Couldn't Xavier just telepathically remove Magneto's helmet? Unless Magneto is just holding it down, I guess, with magnetic powers, I guess.
To what?
To his head.
Is his head made of lead?
No, because he keeps the helmet on because he's like he can.
But is his head made of lead? He can only control metal if it's there's metal nearby. Maybe he had some feelings and he could link them.
Well, no, it would make. I mean, he's magnetic himself. Magneto's magnetic himself.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So never mind.
He has a magnetic force. But think about it. Have you seen two magnetic things go together? Yeah. They don't. They retract.
Well, if you
they force each other apart.
Plus and a plus won't, but a plus and a minus will. I know how my magnets work. You turn that magnet over.
Is that it?
Yeah.
So which side is upside down? On the helmet?
He's got the south side, the north side. He flips it. He flips it around.
You went there.
No. The helmet's metal. The helmet is metal. He's magnetic. So it doesn't
he's
matter.
a negative.
Yeah. No. He's just a magnet. Period.
Then he should be repelling it.
No, because it's metal. Metal's okay.
Oh, you're right.
The magnet.
Okay, I got you.
His helmet's not a magnet.
That's where I'm going.
Sorry, I was just thinking that in my mind. I'm like, why doesn't he just take the helmet off? I'm like, oh wait, it's a metal helmet. He'll just keep it on with his magnet powers. Sorry, I just thought that was a weird thing until I realized, wait, he's probably just keeping it on with his mutant powers.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, so some of the stuff that they did get right, what I kind of gathered from, just picking bits and pieces off of the comic books and such, is that, okay, Wolverine wants to die.
Yeah.
That was established in The Wolverine, the last movie that he starred in. And the comic books.
One thing I also had to say with the movie is he has an adamantium bullet.
Yes.
All right. They had adamantium bullets in X-Men Origins. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
He shot him in the head, but it didn't kill him.
That's true.
It only dented his head.
That's true, but, we don't talk about X-Men Origins.
I'm just saying. No,
I hear you.
They kind of screwed themselves over on that one when you think about it.
But in the death of Wolverine, the only thing that killed him was the adamantium.
Yeah.
When he got doused with it and it basically became like a monument.
Yeah. But that's different from a bullet.
True. Because it solidifies just like that.
I was about to say, that's like getting shot with a bullet versus...
Maybe that was the same bullet. He just kept it from when it ricocheted off his head.
That's not how bullets work.
I'm just saying.
That would be a
That's
casing
how that
at
bullet
point.
had. Because he,
X-23
was just taking blood, bullets out of her skin, like, and spitting that shit. Like, what? I love that little girl.
She was really freaking good.
She was good, but X-23 is freaking vicious. And one reason because X-23 in the comic books, he's normally depicted as a teenager. And one thing that Mango said he didn't want to do, he didn't want to sensualize X-23. So he didn't want people thinking about, oh, how hot she is, being a teenager or like an older adult or a young girl, young lady, because that's how it was written. So he decided to cast a younger lady.
I think that was a way better choice.
Yeah.
It brought a lot more sympathy for the character. It made more sense for her to be like the mute kind of thing. That made more sense when you think about it. It's like, why would this teenager be mute at this point?
Yeah. Because he just felt it, though. You know what I'm saying? You can just feel that even though he resented her, he wanted that thing in his life, because he never really had it. And once he lost Xavier, once he lost Xavier, well, oh my goodness. Like, isn't that whole thing where he's like, anything he touches, they go to that farm. And people just trying to be nice to him, and this whole hell fucking breaks loose.
I hate to say it, but that's the same thing happened in Wolverine Origins. When he got help from that one old couple when he was running naked.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
that was actually probably my favorite scene from X-Men Origins was when he meets that farm couple.
He meets the farm
because it was so down to earth.
It was so Superman down.
It was down to earth.
Kent Farm,
very sweet. And then they died because he got too close.
Yeah, see, it's always that.
Always that.
Anything he touches, and so for him poetically, if you think about tragedies, he had to die in the end. Yeah. Because or else she would be in danger. And all the other little mutants would be in danger.
Quick question.
Yeah.
The little fat black one?
Yeah.
Boy? Did he remind you of the little fat black boy from Hook?
A little bit.
Right? It reminded me a little bit of that. The whole gang kind of reminded me of like the Lost Boys a little bit.
A Lost Boy?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what they were doing. I think they were doing like a Lost Boy. Even like the Eden place.
When they
kind of like
together.
Neverland.
And when they pulled a little prank on Logan.
Yeah. It was kind of like Neverland. It really was. When they went there and Peter, Hook was they were messing with Hook or whoever was there.
They were messing with Peter and Hook.
Right? Yeah. I can see that as a correlation.
You know what?
There.
Maybe another movie could go with those kids, but I don't know if they could hold a movie though.
They would most likely make an adult one. Yeah. So it would be like this X-Men that I was recently reading was like X-Men and the Wolverine, where it's just another class of mutants because these mutants were actually genetically produced.
I just want boy with electric powers and the Wolverine doll.
Yeah,
I love the Wolverine toy. Yeah, that was
I like how they put that in there. They put like the comic books in there as a reference.
Yeah.
It was basically a myth. They were a comic book. They became a comic book. They had died off, and then Wolverine and all them were in hiding, so no one really knew them. They never saw him because he gave up helping people. So in that sense, there no good stuff happening in the world?
Hold on one second. X-Men 1 did happen though in this universe.
Okay, let's go.
Because
go there.
Because Patrick Stewart said you have to get to the Statue of Liberty.
He did say that.
And he said we already went to the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, because he was having like a brain fart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So X-Men 1 technically happened?
Well, no,
or
because
at least the continuity of it.
Well, Patrick happened because remember, even in Days of Future Past, he didn't forget everything.
Yeah.
Xavier did, but only he and Wolverine knew what happened in Days of Future Past.
That's right. So so those two can remember.
Yeah, those two can remember.
Okay.
But no one else.
All right, so continuity.
Yeah.
Still makes sense. Still makes sense.
Yeah, still makes sense. They're still there. All right. But yeah, and so his flashbacks were just him doing that.
Yeah.
Having that, because of his aneurysms or whatever, which I think that's basically what they were.
He was having seizures and stuff.
Yeah, aneurysm, because if you have something obstructing your brain, then it will cause aneurysms, hence seizures, which was madness. That was a good addition. Like having old, feeble, freaking Xavier. Just like I said before, even with Wolverine, you have this superhuman who basically do all these things, but then old age takes him, and so you have this natural thing. It
shows way more with Xavier because he ages more like a normal person.
Yes.
Versus how and Logan doesn't age normally. So you see Charles definitely age way more normal.
Yeah, and you think about that, and then think about his mind and how your mind goes. But he was using his so much. He was using other parts of his mind. With as much as you use, a lot of that stuff breaks down over time. That's just the way your body works, unfortunately. It doesn't get stronger. With age, it just ages. And he didn't have time to you couldn't heal his mind.
No, he can't.
All that work, all that stuff he was doing was basically harming him. And it kind of sucks because all these good things they were doing kind of harmed him in the end. But Wolverine couldn't help it because he had to fight. He was a fighter. Things were always happening to him.
He had to do the loop around the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. He had to bring out his clothes for that shit,
Yeah, he had to.
That is kind of, oh my goodness. It's just a well-made movie. What is going on with movies nowadays?
This year has some really good movies.
This year starting out pretty solid.
It's got some shitty ones, but it's got some pretty good ones.
Pretty shitty.
You got Get Out. You got this one, Split.
They're doing well.
Oh God, The Founder was really good. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
I was looking at because I write down all movies and rate them. I was looking at my list and I'm like, there's only two movies that are three movies that are three and below. I've only seen two bad movies this year. Well, one mediocre, the other one bad. Underworld and Dog's Purpose.
So what else can you pull from watching the movies?
From watching all the movies and stuff.
Oh yeah, just
even reading the comics too.
Yeah, just anything else that's really stuck out.
I'm gonna say it's a good idea, but it's not required to read Old Man Logan and
I'm reading Old Man Logan right now. I'm early in there. No, it's not required.
It's not required.
You're right.
But it does make you think and see the images of the comics with the movie. It does blend well with each other and almost makes you think, oh, this is why he's dying versus that, kind of thing.
Apocalyptic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like him in the past. Yeah. Have you read all of Old Man Logan?
Oh, I've read it, yeah.
Okay.
Not the new one. I've read the original Old Man Logan.
There was an original Old Man Logan?
Well, there's Old Man Logan, it's the one where he goes across America. Is that the one you're reading?
No.
No? Oh, you're reading the new one. I haven't read that one.
Oh, there's an old one?
Yeah.
Damn it, I gotta look that one up.
That one's the one that I've read that's really good.
Tell me what happened.
I haven't read the new... What?
What happened?
He's
traveling.
Okay, he has to travel because he's trying to make money.
He's Bruce Banner.
For rent. Yeah, because of Bruce Banner.
Oh, no way. I just said he was Bruce Banner.
No. Bruce Banner. Like the Hulk gang. The Hulk gang rules that countryside. And he's trying to get money for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're reading the one you've...
Okay. There's a newer one too?
There's, where it expands on. And I don't want to spoil it because...
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm reading the one that you're reading, right? That you read already.
Yeah.
Okay, the Hulk gang, and the Hulk gang is bad.
Yeah.
Because it's future, but then he had to go back in time. Woke.
What?
No, in this book, he wakes up and he's in New York City, present day.
You're definitely reading something.
Yeah, and he's trying to figure out why he's there, and so he thinks that he starts having these visions to his farm family. Yeah. And then what they did to him, and so he's going back and he and his mission now, he believes, is to destroy the Hulk gang. And so he has to do it in the past to
take
stop everything from happening in the future.
Oh man.
The apocalyptic theme, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I don't know.
So yeah, you're definitely reading something different. You need to read the other one to. I mean, not to understand it because you're obviously getting.
So they took the Hulk gang premise maybe in this one, and then they're just doing a different story, retelling of it.
Well, no, likely. Like what they're doing is what's it called, like
referencing,
because he kills them all. He kills them all in the Old Man Logan because out of just a burst of rage, because he ended up killing his family. So that's what happens, and he ends up in the past, and he wants to kill Hulk, I guess, so he doesn't have to worry about this. But that's a bad idea.
I'll read the rest of them. Yeah, I want to finish it, but I was reading those other ones. I just got sidetracked. So, but you've read I keep going back to this samurai thing because I like samurai.
The Wolverine.
Yeah, the Wolverine. It's just Wolverine as that. Did you take this as an old Western?
It felt like a Western,
didn't it?
It's the cross country, and they even referenced the
movie. Was it The Searchers? That wasn't The Searchers, right?
No, that wasn't The Searchers. It's the.
I heard that was ranked as one of the best westerns ever.
You should watch The Searchers.
I need to watch that. Okay, I'm gonna find it.
Oh God, is it The Founder? No, I can't remember what it was. I was about to say I've never seen it before.
I forgot the name of it. I've never seen that one either, but it's John Wayne because Mangold referenced that one in his inspirations for it because this is one movie where John Wayne dies. His character dies at the end. He takes everything to the end and he dies. I was thinking like a lot of Pale Rider and stuff too. This man just comes into town and just seeking redemption, but that's totally because he dies in the end, doesn't he? No, he rides off.
Yeah, he rides
Pale
off.
Rider. Yeah, but I did see it's like an old Western.
I was about to say,
like
it's
that.
Taking the kids or going cross country, trying to get
True
to
grit.
a certain area. And making sure that your package gets there alive.
Yes. And then I was thinking another thing because in my sense, the Westerns, because Japanese movies of the 1950s and 60s, they reference a lot of the old Westerns, right? And then
that's the opposite.
Oh, well, no, it's the opposite, right? Yeah, it's the opposite.
It's spaghetti Westerns ripped off samurai movies.
You read Lone Wolf and Cub. Yeah. And I was thinking a lot about that, too. You got this... or if you want to say modern terms for some of you people, like The Professional. You have this masterful, like kind of soldier type person, and then he's in charge, or he's in care for this youngling, into which he maybe has to like transport somewhere and or just offer safe haven to, and then he kind of like falls in love with her. And I don't know, it's just I like that they didn't that he kept his attitude towards her towards the end because he didn't want to care for her that much, because he knew what was happening. Even she knew. She was like, "You're trying to kill yourself," and Xavier told me to not let you, because he was basically that's what he wanted to do all along. And how long, was it going on? You would think, because the excessive drinking, and he was just basically just a horrible, miserable person at that stage. But yet he was caring for this old man, and I like that too, where sometimes you stuck with like.
You know what this movie is? It's
caring for the older person in your life, and
it's like a cross of Children of Men and True Grit.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice one. Yeah,
it's got that kind of like apocalypse-y kind of feeling of trying to deliver, something that isn't supposed to exist because it does. Yeah. It just did. And also just traveling across country with two older men and one little girl, trying to make sure she survives. But they're not out to kill anyone. They're just there to survive.
What do you think their legacy is then afterwards? Like the little girl, like that bunch. What is their legacy?
Hopefully there's Eden.
Huh? Because, okay, so are you trying to say they eradicated all of the human genes?
You mean
all of the genetic gene?
They wanted to kill all the mutants. We don't know if they've killed them all. But it's pretty...
Because then,
people... Logan said... Or not Logan. Patrick Stewart says he wasn't able to, reach anyone.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But, that could also be the drugs taking part.
Yeah.
But we don't know. But he was able to talk with Laura, though.
Yeah, he talked with Laura.
So, it could just be short range.
Well, he wasn't taking his pills, too, remember?
Yeah.
He was hiding them and shit. So, I think he was doing that so he could talk to her without, Logan knowing. But, I don't know.
No.
That's some pretty cool stuff, though. Who the hell is Nathan Summers?
I saw Nathan Summers is coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. Like, I know Scott
Alex,
Summers.
Scott. Alex is Havoc.
Yeah.
You have Scott.
Which is, what's it called?
Yeah.
Cyclops.
Cyclops.
I don't know
Who's
Nathan
Nathan
Summers.
Summers?
I don't know, but he's coming.
Yeah. It's weird.
And not that kind of coming. The
No,
other,
yeah.
the
It was-
inappropriate coming.
I just referenced that. You guys just on that Daredevil, so we'll go look up that Daredevil.
Deadpool.
It don't say that Deadpool. Sorry. God damn it. They look the same.
Yeah, it's Cable. Oh, duh! Because he's Cyclops' son. Duh.
Damn.
Oh.
We're so stupid.
Well, I never knew Cable's original name. I knew he was Cyclops' son, but I didn't know that was. Oh, duh. So, yep.
So they
It's dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
You see, they're trying to get the guy from Stranger Things to be Cable. Cable, right?
I haven't been paying attention to that news.
Stranger Things, and he was recently in this one movie, Sleepless, as well, but don't watch it.
Oh, we just got that one.
Sleepless. But yeah, it's kind of enjoyable. I kind of want to watch the French film that it was based on.
Yeah.
But it was.
You can just watch
action
Taken.
movie. It's alright. It's alright.
You can just watch Taken.
You think it's alright. It's like it's alright. That's all I could say. I'm trying to Michelle Monaghan. That's all I'm saying. They had her in it. I watched 2 movies with her in it that week. It was that one and then Patriot Games.
Patriots
No,
Day.
just kidding. I know. I just wanted to say Patriot Games because you remember that?
No.
Wasn't that Harrison Ford?
There was a lot of like different graffiti all over that Deadpool area, and I was trying to like see stuff there, but I need to like freeze.
I saw
frame.
the Logan poster. They
had that, and Logan was on the marquee too.
Okay,
and then of course the Cherries Garcia.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you did I even reference my Manchester by the Sea? They're in a certain scene with Wolverine, or Logan, that they would call it. Do you call him Wolverine in this one?
It's Logan.
Yeah, I call him.
I suppose he was never. I don't think they only called the only person who called him Wolverine
was that one kid.
Was Gabriella.
Yeah.
She was the only one who called him Wolverine.
Oh, the other
comics.
the big dude called him Wolfie, but
yeah,
I mean that one on the Nemesis one, that one guy. So I didn't like the way he ended that scene though. I think they could have killed him a little better, the little kids.
Nah, they're kids.
I know. I wanted them to rip him apart though. He was an asshole.
They're the Lost Boys. They can't do that.
I like that whole Peter Pan thing. It really ties it in. It really
because
does.
they are the Lost Boys.
Yeah, they're
the ones who
survived.
They're the ones who survived, and Captain Hook was stalking them technically.
Yeah,
he literally had.
And he had him basically manacled.
He was Captain Hook. Oh my god!
Oh, there you go. Good.
And Wolverine was Peter Pan grown up. He was Hook.
Yeah, he doesn't believe anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't believe. He didn't believe anymore.
Yeah, he didn't. No, he lost it. You know, he didn't want to help. Hook. Yeah, he didn't want to do anything. He didn't want to help people. He said like, when they were in that little tower and when they were in Eden, he was just like telling Laura.
Yeah,
like, I don't believe in any of that. It's all over. It doesn't matter. He's trying to push her away, and she said okay. She pushed her away. And then you had that last scene when they had that moment. Yeah, where like he just couldn't. He had to come to her rescue. It's so beautiful. I gotta watch that.
The superhero Western Hook.
Yeah, superhero Western Hook. There we go, Logan. That's the tagline for it. But in Manchester, let me take you there. Although I don't believe he had to win that. I didn't want Ryan Gosling to win the Oscar or anything like that, but I didn't think Casey Affleck needed to win this one because I didn't think he was doing much out of his acting range because he's just kind of a boring person, it seems. There's this bit in this movie where he was talking to this young man that he most likely he would have to foster because of the death of his brother. It leads him to, he decreed that he wanted Lee, the character that Affleck played, to be the surrogate parent now. And so what he says towards the end, because it's a very devastating movie, very, very, it's touching. But he said, I just can't beat it. You know what I'm saying? He was referring to this tragic event that really just sent him into a hole. And this character also is spent the entire movie kind of being a Wolverine. It was like just angry. He was lashing out. He'll go to a bar and start a fight, and he is just a very melancholic person. And you can tell that he just wanted to die. He actually tried to commit suicide, but he didn't succeed because people stopped him. But ever since then, you can tell he just basically just one step away from dying. And then this thing happens, and they try to offer you hope, Like he just didn't have any. And so when he said that, he said, I just can't beat it. I was like thinking about Wolverine, where he just couldn't beat it. He just couldn't get past it. He didn't want to be, because if he lived, they would still track him down. And even if he wanted to live his life, live it out, because he was still dying, period. That stuff was taken, just like, in the book, when Stretch was Dr. what's his name?
Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic was telling him, like, there's nothing, your body is just dying, And he just had that moment. And it felt like that in this movie where I was just like, oh, because they really touched me. And then when I saw this, I'm like, wow, yeah, this guy just needs to die, because he was just so sad. It's like when you get that way, it's like, oh, he just wants to die, but he just can't, because his body and fate just won't let him, won't allow him just yet. He could live out his time, but why when you have to keep running from people? They're just going to keep tracking you down. And even though he could have lived with, Laura, because in the books, he actually stays with Laura a while, because he was supposed to be a mentor and stuff. He was supposed to take care of her. And that's why she was kind of mad at him afterwards, because he died on her, and she didn't, really take well to that, because she was supposed to learn why she is, how to live as, him, basically, and without the anger and stuff. But I guess he could tell her to keep your claws in, because virtually wouldn't the same thing happen to her. But yeah, she has like 120 years.
I'm just going to say this. Give her to Doctor Strange to meditate.
What is she, Hulk?
Well, no, calm her fucking ass down.
Laura take down the Hulk gang, because okay, let's go there. Within the Marvel, okay. Now let's ask this question. What?
Laura isn't in that universe. This is a different. Old Man Logan takes place in a different universe.
Okay,
so she doesn't exist in that universe.
Does she?
No, she doesn't. Why wouldn't she have been there already if she didn't exist?
Because no, never mind.
Yeah, she doesn't exist in that. It's a
I
different
thought she
universe.
tried to join to. Isn't there a book where she tries to join the Avengers?
Well, I mean, that's okay. There's a bunch of different Marvel universes.
Yeah.
So she's able to do the regular, Wolverine, regular Universe 1 continuity. Mm-hmm. But Old Man Logan takes place in a different universe.
Old Man Logan. And that's what this one is. You think it's just Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
That's just basically, they just took out the old man to put Logan on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, in which Logan was a good Western, because, yeah, he's living out by himself. Yeah, that book is like a Western, because he's secluded on like a farm.
Well, I mean, with his family.
And then, that. And then he goes out to like the town, which is run by like these evil people.
Technically, he's living
Hulk
on the
gang.
Property of the Hulk gang. He has to pay
gang.
rent.
Yeah, see, even like the Hulk gang, that's like the Bloodhound gang of
Bloodhound Gang is a band who
the
sang
Red
Bad
Bandit
Touch.
gang. What's the
Red
Tombstone?
Hand?
What is Tombstone?
What
do they call them? The something gang, the Red Bandana gang, or something?
Something like that.
Something like that.
I haven't seen Tombstone forever.
No. Oh, Bill Pullman died.
I know.
Yeah, that's sad.
It was
fucked up, man. Yeah. See, Logan dies, and then Bill Pullman. God damn it.
Bill Pullman should have played Wolverine. Confirmed.
No. So where do you think this goes? Okay, think about this. In the sense that Fox has the rights to it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have the rights to it. They own the rights. But yet, isn't it, if you don't use the rights for after a certain amount of time? That's why they have to they
have to just keep making mutant movies. They don't have to keep making Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
Wolverine's a mutant.
And they still
they have to just make a mutant
mutant movies, and so they can still hold the rights.
Because technically, if you have Deadpool movie and bring in mutants in there, you're still using your mutant name.
That's true.
So,
okay. Do you think do you think somewhere down the line that some idiot's going to try to bring back the Wolverine?
Probably. They're always try to be.
How soon do you think it's going to take?
I don't want it to be too soon, but I gotta say next 3 years.
Really?
I'm saying next
that
3
soon?
years. I don't hold too much faith for them to keep.
You know why?
Why?
Why I think that? Because of Fox.
Yeah.
Because who owns it?
It's Fox.
I'm thinking. I think what they need to do now is focus on the Fantastic Four.
They need to repair that.
They need a good one.
They need a good one. They need to focus their strength on that. Who has Ghost Rider? and Blade.
I thought New Line.
Is it New Line?
I think it's New Line.
All right.
Yeah.
So
because they were thinking about a new Blade, but
yeah. That's what
all the black actors are taken right now for Black Panther. So
you mean the one actor?
No, they got like everybody in there with that bitch.
Oh yeah,
like, no, seriously,
yeah. In Black Panther,
in Black Panther the movie. Yeah, they got everybody.
They can just take Michael B. Jordan, take him out of being Johnny Storm, and he can be.
Definitely.
Blade.
I don't even want to talk about that anymore. So depressing, that movie. The first two.
Oh god, they were so good. They're so good.
I didn't even watch. I still haven't watched the reboot, that one with Michael B. Jordan. Blade was awesome. Yeah.
Oh man, no.
Blade was shit, yo. But if they can't do it unless they do it right. And that's the problem. But I like. They have something. They could be the rated R comic book movie franchise. You think? I think they could do it. No, I think they could. Fox.
Oh yeah, they could definitely keep doing it. Yeah,
they could do it.
I was about to say,
but only with the right characters.
They need to do it with the right characters. I mean, Apocalypse, like I've said, was close to being R in my opinion because of the violence and the swearing.
Okay, all right, good.
know?
You're leading into this next thing. I read this headline. They said that should we expect an R-rated X-Men movie?
Yeah, I saw that headline.
What do you think?
I'd be okay with it because at this point in time for the X-Men movies, if they're gonna continue the younger X-Men, they're gonna be in their like college years at this point. If they keep continuing the way they are and do like a Dark Phoenix saga one, Dark Phoenix could be a darker toned movie with a good R rating. Like it just needs to have a good dark tone to it and be good for an R rating. I think it would work.
Okay.
I think they can do it. I think it's time.
Oh, but you said that they don't exist.
Of what?
Those kids.
No, they exist.
1980s.
No. Yes, 1980, and they get old in 1990s.
Oh, we're going to
no,
90s.
They exist.
Then they'll be like they'll be like out of college or in college or on the brink of like graduating.
Time for a dark story.
Good time for a dark story. Mm-hmm. Is it?
When you're past adolescence, you're reaching true adulthood.
You're going through a lot of shit emotionally, maybe.
You're going into true adulthood. I see that more into
teenage, but
you're going into real adulthood,
and that's their true test, maybe.
Yeah,
but then you have to take down the Phoenix, though. This cute little redhead girl.
She was cute.
She was badass, though. Yeah. She's not as cute as Femke, but yeah. I don't like her. I think she was a little short though for Jean Grey. I'm just saying.
I never thought of Jean Grey being tall.
I did. I think like 5'10".
5'10"? 5'10" maybe.
Pretty tall.
Nah.
It's like Storm was tall, right?
Storm was tall.
Yeah, tall. Storm was like 6 foot.
6 something.
Like Aaliyah's height or some shit. Yeah.
Leah should be Storm.
No. She ain't got the dark skin. She's too light skinned. She high yellow. You don't like that. Storm ain't high yellow. Storm is African.
Yeah, it's true. So. It is true.
But
that's why she's tall.
The young lady that they have for Storm right now she's pretty decent.
Yeah, I was about to say I did like her.
Yeah,
I liked her for it.
So So when do you think we'll get one? An X-Men soon?
Who knows? I mean, we gotta wait for Deadpool 2's the next one for Fox.
Yeah, only if they do it right. Yeah. I would put this out into the world. I will put this out there if they do it right. But
if anything, they might do what they did with the Wolverine and just do PG-13, but leave the the unrated version for later.
Yeah, that's the one thing about that though. They didn't add as much blood. They still didn't have the blood, effects in there. But the violence was there.
Yeah,
because that whole movie he was fighting things. So, and a lot of it was taking his powers away. See, they were flirting with this for a while, just him losing his powers and seeing what would happen to you, making him vulnerable to.
I was supposed to say, they've been flirting with that idea since X-Men 3.
Yes, definitely. Then he died, and it was sad. And I say go watch it. Definitely.
Go watch it. Definitely.
You might not have like our response where we just overthink everything, but that's why we're here. We're here to stuff your brains with stuff, man. It's stuff he brings with intellect. So I would say watch this.
If anyone has listened to this podcast all the way through and hasn't watched it already, shame on you.
Definitely. How much did it make this week?
85 mil.
Shit, it was supposed to make 65, so they did 20 plus.
They did 20 plus.
Oh, that's good. For a rated R feature, people, that's pretty good haul.
Pretty good right there.
So now we're going off this subject, so y'all can turn this shit off if you want. But I'm about to ask Chris some other questions about Kong. What do you think?
I'm excited. I want to see Kong.
He's upset.
I love King Kong movies.
Yeah. Who do you like better, Kong or Godzilla?
Well, Godzilla. Obviously.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But I love King Kong.
But you love a Kong movie.
I love the original. I love Son of Kong. 70s one I can live without. The 2004, I actually really like that one too.
That was actually pretty good.
It's a good throwback to the original one. And this one looks like it's gonna be Vietnam Kong.
Vietnam Kong.
Vietnam
That's
Kong.
the title of the next episode. Vietnam Kong.
I'm excited for Kong.
Okay, one thing. Okay, two. First of all, how long could Sam Jackson be that badass?
Okay, I have a theory. Him and John Goodman are gonna.
He's fucking old.
They're both gonna die early.
John Goodman. Oh, did you see that one still with what's his name from the brothers?
John C. Reilly.
Did you see him with the fucking sword?
With the sword? Yeah. That's in the trailer, yeah.
With the big old afro puffs. I'm like, oh
he's
my
got the
goodness.
beard and afro.
I saw a clip of that. I just saw that clip. I'm like, and I looked away immediately because I didn't want to see what happened. But oh my goodness, it looked so beautiful.
Oh yeah. See,
he had a samurai sword, people.
Like I think people are going to try to compare this one with the previous Godzilla movie because it's the same company. They're doing the same thing of relaunching the brand name of this. But the difference between these two is this one has a pretty damn awesome cast, which I'm hoping survives most of the movie, the good cast. Because I see a lot of faces that I'm like, who the fuck be you?
Yeah.
Like
Expendables.
Yeah, hopefully. I was about to say, I like Tom Hiddleston, Sam Jackson's there, John Goodman's there, John C. Reilly, I'm pretty sure is there for the whole thing. Like, at least like once they get to the island, he's there.
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson's there. I like her.
I like her because she's smart.
Yeah.
Brie Larson at the Oscars, she did not clap for what's his name, for Casey Affleck. Well, no, because she played the room and she does a lot of work with battered women, people, and victims of domestic violence.
Yeah.
And so she wasn't a big fan of his when she had to hand him the award when he won. So, but yet think about this woman. Go look her up. She's directing, writing, her own scripts, and she's directing her first feature. And I think she was a part of Free Fire, that movie that's coming out. I think she had a producing credit on that one. So she's really coming up. She's a smart young lady. She really is. So because she spent a lot of time on the indie circuit just making movies and doing her own thing. And now she's getting her comeuppings, which is awesome because you won an Oscar. So, big ups to that. But yeah. But yet, and then talking about Brie, what the fuck does Khan have with blondes, dude?
Yeah, he loves his blondes.
Are there any other women there? I need to see him. I need to see a black woman with them and see who he chooses.
He's all about the white meat.
But no. He never had the dark meat though, because they never presented it to
islanders.
him.
There are islanders.
He did. He eat the people, huh? Does he eat people?
He ate people. In the first one, he ate somebody.
Oh, he did eat somebody, didn't he?
Yeah, I rember that zoomed in shot of the guy.
Okay. Another thing. How the fuck do you take down a Kong that blocks out the sun? He's huge. Missiles.
Well, they're not. I'm pretty sure they're not going to take him back to New York. It's called Skull Island because it's going to take place on Skull Island.
But he's huge.
Yeah, he's pretty huge. I'm actually happy.
To go up against that?
Ain't nobody. Well,
he's run away.
Okay, how the movie looks so far?
If he's on this island, you leave him the fuck alone on that island. That's like Jurassic fucking Park. Don't go to the fucking island. You leave them there. If you do anything, they're gonna get out and just come to Earth. I mean, come to freaking civilization.
The lore that I'm seeing from the trailer so far is that he's king of the island, and there's other monsters of giant fauna, kind of like how the originals were.
Yeah.
And he's, as long as you
did they do like comic books and stuff like?
They've done cartoons,
graphic novels or something. I
don't think King Kong's ever had comics.
No. Oh, okay, cool.
I know Godzilla's had a bunch.
Yeah.
I got a couple. They're good.
Yeah.
But, King Kong needs a good comic, I think.
So he's like the alpha.
Yeah. He's the one who's like, takes charge and shit and makes sure, hey, islanders, don't be dickheads.
So they worship him. And then, so what's going to upset this?
Well, they're bombing his island.
Huh?
They started bombing his island, and he destroyed their planes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why are they bombing his island?
Because they have like some kind of tech that can research the island or some shit. I don't know. I mean, once you get into the movie,
Yeah, we're just spitballing people. We don't know what the fuck is going on.
Because it's in the trailer. It's in the trailer.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I'm hoping they didn't give away too
in other
much.
words, how badass can Sam Jackson be? Because it's kind of pissing me off that he's in this movie because he was in Tarzan. It's kind of like playing the same damn thing. He's going to an island with a gun.
He's gonna be the best part.
Yeah, he's a badass. I'm gonna go take on the jungle.
Because he was the best part of Tarzan.
And I'm like, come on, man, why you gonna take on the jungle, bruh? So I'm like, okay, Sam, how badass can you be?
He's gonna ride King Kong.
Who's gonna be more badass though, Sam Jackson or John Goodman?
Probably Sam Jackson because he's actually the army guy, and John Goodman looks like he's just research.
See, I don't know anything, so I'm just getting all this information from Chris.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm looking at stills from the movies and stuff. I just heard his
voice, so I'm like, fucking Sam Jackson.
Yeah. I mean,
God damn it.
I mean, hey, I love Sam Jackson. I don't care what he does.
I do too. I'm just saying.
Hey, at least he's above doing a lot of garbage. I mean, he'll still do some like Tarzan
and Triple X.
And what's up?
Triple X.
Oh yeah, he was in Triple X. Oh man, we're getting that this upcoming week.
So horrible. I know it's only like 3 minutes in the beginning, but still. And then a little bit at the end. Yeah.
Maybe he just needs a little extra cash, just a little extra.
Well, he was reprising his role, but ugh.
See, they had to reprise it. Just like Ice Cube had to reprise it.
I didn't even like you in the second one, brah.
The second one was not that bad for Triple X, as far as I remember.
It was freaking deplorable. It was horrible, man. That CG,
the
CG was bad. It was pretty bad, sir.
I was about to say, it's that early 2000s CG,
And it was like just early on when they started doing that fast car stuff, and bringing a lot of these very stylistic directors over to the States to direct like Fast and Furious and all of them. And then he did this one. It's like, what the fuck? And it just didn't end well. It's like,
I need to rewatch those Triple X movies because I haven't watched them since I was young.
Just
Why?
Save yourself.
I want to watch Triple X State of the Union.
Just say, I'll write a review for you, and then you read that shit. And then
I'll watch it instead. I'll be like, oh, he wrote such a good review. I should watch it now.
No, it's not going to be good.
It's just a scathing
review. Oh, no. Okay, yeah. That's not going to be scathed. I'm trying not to scathe things unless it really pisses me off. I'll take something of it and just talk about that, but, wait, except for fucking, like, Resident Evil. Double feature.
Oh, God. Underworld was so fucking bad.
Okay, whatever.
I'm wondering. I'm hoping Resident Evil will be slightly better, but I don't think it will.
Oh yeah.
I hated Underworld. This new one, it's so dumb. And then I dry run it at night, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh Sam, you mind picking me up? Because I was done by like 11:30 because how short it is, and we can start our dry runs at like 10.
Yeah.
So I text her. It's like, hey, you mind picking me up? She's like, yeah, sure. And then she texts me like 5 minutes later, like I locked myself out of the apartment. You have to walk home. And I was wearing my Doc Martens that day, so it was not a comfortable walk home.
That freaking hurt, jeez.
It didn't hurt. It was just a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. All right, peace. I think we're good with that episode.
Can I explain my hatred of the new, or not hatred, but just my irritability of the Planet of the Apes? Because I need to say why I don't like these movies.
Go ahead, do it.
The whole original movies were a thing of anti-war. Because humans bombed themselves to death. How's that correlate with this? Were they dying from a disease? Now they're fighting the apes. How's this gonna come into Planet of the Apes? This is not a good anti-war flick.
So the context
is dumb,
misconstrued.
Very.
Okay.
And I think it's just it hasn't aimed.
But what about it serving as its own storyline?
They don't need to call it Planet of the Apes then.
Okay.
They don't need to call it Planet of the Apes. There you go.
It just doesn't need to be called Planet of the Apes. Simple enough. It's like,
just call it Ape Disease, Ape Killed Us, and oh no, War of Apes.
Just War of Apes.
Yeah, War of Apes. Oh no, it's called Oh no, War of Apes.
Primate War? I don't know.
Ooh, Primate War. I like that. ape war.
So you just don't call it. Make it your own storyline.
Make it your own thing. Don't call it Planet of the Apes.
As a, but you know how they.
I mean, they're good. They're fun, enjoyable movies. I'll admit that. I do enjoy them.
Well made though.
They're really well made.
Andy
Without
Serkis.
a doubt.
You see freaking Caesar walking on like trotting along on a horse.
Oh,
and he just looks so angry. Mm-hmm. He is a pissed off monkey. I swear that damn animal was just mad. I'm like, oh, who fucking killed your mother? Oh, in the first one. No, wait, no one killed his mother. He was just an ape.
Yeah, he was just. I
was thinking like Dumbo.
Dumbo?
Yeah, I was thinking like Caesar's Dumbo. They killed his mom, and now he's
his
just
mom
pissed.
didn't die in Dumbo.
Shh. Yes, she did.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No.
In my story, it did.
Dumbo is a happy story. He ends by.
I thought the mom died.
No, she doesn't die.
What the fuck happened to her?
No, she just went to jail because she attacked a carny.
Oh, I hated that scene. I cried during that scene.
And then he ran away and met some Jim Crows.
Yeah,
and they gave him a feather to fly.
I really did cry during that scene.
I cried too because it's sad as fuck.
Horrible. What the fuck is up with Disney, man? What they got with making people cry?
Hey, it's what they do best.
Damn, what about Beauty and the Beast? Have you seen that? I haven't seen that damn movie.
I haven't seen it either because it hasn't really come out yet.
No, actually, the animated feature.
Oh, the original? I love Beauty and the Beast.
I haven't seen that shit. What about this on?
It's been nominated for a Best Picture. Watch Beauty and the Beast. No, the original. The original animated one.
What about this bullshit? Well, some theaters.
Oh, the whole gay?
Yeah.
That okay. It's stupid. I don't care.
What?
They can choose whatever they want, but they're stupid. They're stupid for doing it.
Like, what the? Are you? That is dumb.
It is.
That is just totally just. Oh my goodness! This day and age. Come on, people. What the fuck?
I have two problems with it.
Ugh.
The one thing is making the character gay to begin with. He's a bumbling idiot character, and you're making that the gay character.
You think that's just for like headlines or something, or
that? And it's Josh Gad. I can't stand Josh Gad.
You still don't like that kid?
I don't like Josh Gad. Dog's Purpose made me hate him even more because he was so annoying.
Was in that?
He was the dog.
Shit.
He was the whole movie. He was so annoying. Oh my god. I don't hate A Dog's Purpose, but it was. Oh god, I hated him in A Dog's Purpose.
Okay.
The dogs were cute because of dogs.
Mm-hmm.
But they had to include. Oh, I'm a dog named Josh Gad. Ooh, that's a bullet. I love bacon. Give me bacon.
All right, people. That's Chris and why he doesn't like Planet of the Apes or Josh Gad, apparently. So
no, I love Planet of the Apes. I just don't like the new Planet of the Apes movies.
That's been Talking with Burritos. I am Jerry, JJ Wayne Graham.
I'm Christopher, the Ruple.
And that's a rap, but not a burrito. Gonna change the podcast name soon. We're gonna start phasing in the new podcast name soon, y'all. Y'all gonna like it. We're gonna have a dope ass logo. Dope ass logo. What? Getting fresh with it.
Wow.
Logan. He's going out traveling the world in Mexico. I like that he's a limo driver.
Hey, I forgot there were boobs in the Logan.
Yeah, one boob.
There was a pair of boobs.
Fake boobs.
Yeah.
I didn't even like
they looked pretty fake.
They were hella fake.
They were so fake.
They were so plumps.
Yeah.
And then she just put them like, and.
Yeah.
Like, come on. You need to see when it reveals in that. Boo.
Right.
Like, oh, real shit.
Yeah.
All right.
That was like,
that was
really?
get you go, but they were just so fake. Like,
that's like a drag queen pair of boobs.
Yeah, or a porn star boobs.
Yeah.
Where you don't really, it's like, really? Yeah, I can see your veins because they're that big. You're stretching out your skin that damn much. That's disgusting. I'm sorry. Go to something natural that we can't really, look at. Nicki Minaj, in Fashion Week when she got the boob. That was so stupid. You see that?
No.
Fashion Week, she has like this dress and it's like this. And so her boob is like hanging out and she just got pasties.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
No, it's like recently. I know she did it before too at an award show or something. But this is so stupid. I'm like, the fuck?
Who she thinks she is? Halle Berry?
That's not fashion. I told you, Halle Berry. It's just.
Didn't Halle Berry do a pasty? Do something like that? A long time ago?
Oh, she's a little too classy for that one.
Someone did that.
Somebody else did it. I know they did.
Did the half boob thing and did the pasty?
Yeah. Was it? Who the hell did that? I don't care. It's not worth it.
I don't care enough either.
I know, right? It's not even worth the brain
No
power.
nip, no thank you.
No nip, no tip. That's what I say at the strip club.
Yeah, no nip, no tip. Well, mine's no clit, no tip.
You feel somebody clear you out. They've been dancing around all sweaty.